How is it going, Data Bites? No Data here, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Roblox Assassin. We are back once again on the Season 6 update of Assassin. The sign was fixed this time. I remember in the last episode it still said Season 5. But yeah, we completed the entire Battle Pass for Season 6. So if you did not check out that video, be sure to check it out. Click the I in the top right corner if you want to see that video. It was pretty cool. We got a bunch of different knives in that video. I mean, it was literally the entire Battle Pass. But anyway, today in Assassin, we are going to take that next step forward to grow our inventory once again, and we are going to be buying the brand new bundle that is in the game. With this update comes a brand new bundle. Here we have the Blossom bundle right here for 800 Robux, and with this bundle, you get a new mythic knife called the Cherry Knight, and you get a new effect called the Fluttery. So yeah, this is a pretty interesting bundle. So in this video, we are going to buy this bundle. We're going to try out everything in battle. And of course, we're going to talk about its current and future value. So if you guys are excited for this episode of Assassin, then be sure to drop a like on this video. It helps out a whole lot. And if you're new, be sure to subscribe for more Assassin videos in the future. We are really close to 250,000 subscribers. And once we hit that milestone, we're going to give away a Champion Axe 2. This is a really good knife. So be sure to subscribe so that you can enter that giveaway. And also guys, as you can see, this bundle here costs Robux. So if you want to buy some Robux to get this bundle, don't forget to use star code purple because it really helps me out to continue making these videos for you guys. So if you want to get this bundle for yourself, don't forget to use star code purple when buying the Robux or Roblox Premium. Alright, and without further ado, let's go ahead and buy the Blossom bundle for 800 Robux. I'm going to go ahead and click purchase. 3, 2, 1. Boom. There we go, guys. We just bought the Blossom bundle. So let's go ahead and equip it. I'm actually going to start with the effect, and then I will show you guys the knife, and then after that, I'll put the knife and the effect together, and we can see the full bundle. So let's go ahead and start with the Fluttery effect right here. So here it is on the knife. As you can see, there are some butterflies and petals appearing and disappearing around the knife. There also seems to be some pink dots as well. They're a little bit hard to see because of my avatar, but there are some pink dots around the knife. I think what's really interesting is the pink butterflies are going up, whereas the petals and the dots are going down, which I think is really interesting. I think that's really unique. Part of the effect goes up and another part goes down, which I think is really interesting. So let's go ahead and hop into a game and let's see what happens when you actually kill someone with this effect. And as you can see, when you kill someone, it's basically the same as the knife effect. We have some butterflies around the body as well as some petals and some dots. Once again, the butterflies fly up whereas the petals go down, which again, I think that's a really interesting detail. So yeah, overall, not too much else to say about the effect. It's a pretty cool effect. And once again, if you want to get this effect, you have to buy the bundle. And you'll only have how many days? You have 28 days to do so. And if you do not buy this bundle, you will never be able to get this effect because effects are not tradable. So if you don't buy this bundle, then there is no possible way for you to actually get this effect. So yeah, do keep that in mind when purchasing this bundle. The only way to get this effect is to buy the bundle, and if you don't buy it, it's gone forever. So yeah, here is the knife effect once again in action. Okay, I died, so that's kind of the end of it. But yeah, this is a pretty cool effect. Again, I kind of like the details on it. The only problem I have with this effect is I feel like we already have a butterfly themed effect. We have the Mariposa, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but we have the Mariposa right here, which is basically butterflies appearing and disappearing. Again, the Fluttery is unique in its own right, but it's generally the same concept. I feel like these two effects are generally the same. If you want this effect right here, you can actually buy it in the shop at any time. Here it is right here for 4,000 tokens, so you can buy this at any time. It's kind of similar to the Fluttery. I do like the Fluttery a little bit better. Again, I feel like it's a bit more original. But yeah, overall, not a terrible effect for this bundle. Alright, but that's enough for the effect. Let's go ahead and try out the new knife. Now, what's interesting about this knife is it is a mythic. Usually it's an exotic. This is a pretty cheap mythic, to be honest with you guys. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But what's interesting is it's a mythic. But yeah, here we have the Cherry Knight mythic knife. So let's go ahead and try this out in battle. All right, so here it is, guys, the Cherry Knight Mythic that you can get from this brand new bundle. As you can see, it is a nice bright pink and red sword. You can see that the outside of the knife is white, but there is some pink in the middle. You can also see that there are some pink diamonds in the middle, which I think is really cool. There also seems to be some bronze bars like around the knife, which I think is a really interesting detail. You can see that there are some bronze, or I guess like golden brown bars like around the knife. They seem to hold the diamonds in place, which I think is a pretty interesting detail. You can also see that there is a little gem right here at the handle. The handle is also made of branches. We have some leaves on here. And then the very bottom of the knife also has a gem, which I think is really interesting. So yeah, not too much to say about the knife itself. It's a pretty cool knife, to be honest with you. I like the colors on it. It's a really interesting combination. It's like a combination of like diamonds and nature. You know what I mean? Because you have some diamonds here and then like a gem here. Then the actual handle is like nature themed. It has some branches and leaves. I think that's a really interesting combination. Now, what's really interesting about this knife is that it's a mythic, which I think is just really interesting because typically a bundle that costs 800 Robux is usually going to be an exotic. Now, we've had purchasable mythics before. We had the Inferno and the Shuriken, but those were a lot more expensive, to be honest with you. Inferno cost like 2,000 Robux. I don't know the exact price, but it was around 2,000 Robux. And then the Shuriken was about 1,400 Robux. So this is the cheapest purchasable mythic that you could buy with Robux. It's only 800 Robux, which I think is really interesting that you get a mythic from that. That's like a really good deal. Again, typically for an 800 Robux bundle, you would get an exotic. I don't know, it's weird. This feels like it should be an exotic, but it's actually a mythic. So that's like the most interesting part of this bundle, how you're only getting a mythic for 800 Robux. That's a really good deal. And you're also getting an effect with it. Like typically, like a purchasable mythic with Robux, it would just be the mythic and nothing else, but you're also getting an effect with it. So that's just a really good deal. So yeah, I don't know why it's a mythic, but I'm not complaining. I think it's really cool that it's a mythic. Nice to have another purchasable mythic in the game. Well, let's go ahead and equip the effect and let's see how it looks with both the knife and the effect together. Here is the knife and the effect together. It looks really cool, to be honest with you. Obviously, it's going to be a very fitting effect for this knife because, you know, the effect literally comes with the knife. So naturally, it would be a pretty good blend. So here it is right here. You can see the effects on it. Looks really nice. I'm gonna kill you. And yeah, this is a pretty fitting effect for this knife. When you're walking around, you don't really see the effect all that much. The effect tends to like trail behind you, which is kind of a shame, but it is still a pretty good effect. So yeah, here is the full bundle in action. Really cool knife, really cool effect. This is a really nice bundle overall. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and talk about the value of the Cherry Knight. What is this knife going to be worth? Now, at the time of this recording, the Cherry Knight is currently worth 8 exotics, which is actually pretty good. That is a pretty good knife, to be honest, for a mythic. And the reason that it's currently 8 is because, first of all, this is a mythic, and second of all, this is a brand new knife. Not a lot of people have this knife, and a lot of people want it because it's new. Any sort of knife that's new is going to have a lot of demand because, you know, it's a new knife. You want to check it out. However, guys, the Cherry Blossom is going to go down in value over time as more and more people buy it. Now, typically, purchasable mythic knives tend to be pretty good in value, but again, the thing about this particular mythic is that it's a really cheap bundle. It's only 800 Robux. You know, it's not even 1,000. So I'd imagine this knife is going to go down in value over time as more and more people get it, because it doesn't really cost a lot of Robux at all to buy this thing. Not really as much compared to the other mythics. And again, there's really no luck involved to getting these knives. You know, once you have the Robux, then boom, you can get this knife whenever you want. So I do think this is going to go down in value over time as more and more people buy it. Now, again, typically purchasable mythics don't end up going down that much. Inferno is like 25 and Shuriken is 10. So those are still pretty good knives, but honestly, again, this is a really cheap mythic. So I think that the Cherry Knight could be an exception. I think this can end up in the same category as the normal bundle exotics. Those end up being worth around 2 or 3 exotics in value. And to be honest, I think the Cherry Knight can be in that same category because it's so cheap. So honestly, I think that the Cherry Knight can go down to around 2 or 3 exotics by the time it goes off sale. And also, it's available for like a month, which is a really long time. If it was only like a week, then yeah, I can see this knife being good. But it is such a long bundle and it's so cheap that I honestly think it could go down to 2 to 3 exotics. So I can honestly see this being one of the cheapest mythics in the game. Obviously, Stone Ancient and Fabergeon are currently 2 exotics, which I honestly don't agree with that value. I think they should be worth 3 exotics. I mean, the Water Spear and the Cute Dagger are 2 exotics in value, so it doesn't really make sense for Stone Ancient to be equal to these exotics. And also, the Fabergeon just became unobtainable, so I think that can go up to 3 as well. But the Cherry Knight, this is the first mythic that I can actually see being worth 2 exotics in value, just because, again, very long bundle, pretty cheap. I mean, at least it's not like 500 Robux. 800 Robux is a bit more expensive, but still, dude, that is pretty generous for a mythic knife. So I can see this being one of the cheapest mythics in the game. However, guys, that being said, this knife is going to go up in value over time. Again, once this timer hits 0, the Cherry Blossom is going to become unobtainable, and then it's going to start going up in value over time. So it's not going to be the cheapest mythic forever, but I think it's going to be pretty cheap for quite a while. But yeah, guys, overall, still a really cool bundle, to be honest with you. I really like the knife, and I really like the effect. Again, I don't really like how there's butterflies on the effect, but it's unique in its own right. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and end off this episode of Assassin with a spring case, because we have enough keys for a spring case. So let's go ahead and open it up, and let's see what we get. 3, 2, 1, boom. There we go. Let's see what we get from this spring case. Hopefully it could be an exotic, maybe even a mythic. That would be awesome. Let's go ahead and see what we get. We are getting another rare, dude. That's like 3 rares in a row, and we're right next to the Water Spear. That is just really unfortunate, to be honest with you. We are just getting really bad luck lately. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for this episode of Assassin. Once again, brand new bundle. If you need to get the Robux to buy this thing, don't forget to use star code purple. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all those other things that YouTube people do. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay purple.